Introducing the epic new Swift. Time to go swifting.
वॉचो ऐप पे देखो एक ओटीटी के दाम पे सारे ओटीटी शान से.
India this time being put into bat first but producing similar results and returns. 196 is where they've ended up, and what we're clearly seeing now is a very different Indian style of T20I batting, especially batting first. We've had batters in their 20s and 30s and all capped off with Hardik Pandya's first 50 of this tournament. What a wonderful tournament he's having with the bat. It's a welcome back to full form now for India's premier all-rounder. We look back at that innings, it had its moments. Tamim really kept India on their toes for a while. So we look back at it all on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPNcricinfo TimeOut, powered by Dish TV Watcher. We'll hear from Tamim Iqbal in just a short while from now. Anil Kumble before that. 196. How happy are you if you're in the Indian camp?
Yeah, I think very happy. We spoke about it. You know, when you bat first, you need to use your resources. I thought India batted really well. Everyone sort of chipped in, and that's what you expect. Hardik was brilliant to just cap it off and then finish the game in the last 6 overs to get to India 196. You know, at one stage it looked like 175, 180 was perhaps what Bangladesh would have probably liked to defend, restrict India. But unfortunately that didn't happen. But you know, the batters batted really well. The only possibility was Shivam Dube. Maybe early on he could have been a little more, shown a lot more intent first thing when he came in. But otherwise, I think overall in the end, it was a good score for India. Yeah,
I'm going to come to some of those individual players in a moment. Let's get Tamim's opening thoughts as well. Bangladesh had their chances, didn't they, Tamim? They had phases of the game where India were perhaps on the back foot. Have they conceded a few too many?
Definitely. Firstly, I think it's an interesting call by Bangladesh by choosing to bowl first, because when you're batting well in the tournament, then you normally chase. Bangladesh has been bowling well and has been defending totals, low totals. Yep. So firstly, it was very interesting to see why Bangladesh opted to field first. And then, yes, definitely, there was small phases where Bangladesh did bowl well. Especially, I should mention Tanzib Saqib. He was brilliant. Especially that 2 balls that Surya to Surya. Everybody knows about Surya that he loves to play the hook and this flick and all. And also, probably Surya was expecting the least that he'll bowl a bouncer first ball. That went for 6. But mind you, I thought Surya wasn't in control. Second ball, batsman hit a 6 first ball. He will be expecting somewhere in the front foot or somewhere. He bowled another back of length ball. I thought these 2 deliveries set it up. It was brilliant. And then again, this is what we have been talking about, the Taskin factor. I genuinely felt that Taskin should be there because India started pretty well, pretty strongly, and there was a phase where they lost 2 back-to-back wickets. And this is the time where you bring on your fast bowler and test players like Shubham Dube and all. But Bangladesh didn't have that luxury today. They bowled Mustafiz 1 more extra over in the middle. So that's why Rishad had to come at the 70th over and bowl an over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of tactics that we'd perhaps be having to revisit because of how this first innings has ended up. But let's look at India's approach to this changed up bowling lineup, Anil Kumble. 128 runs from 10 overs of Shakib, Mustafizur and Rishad Hussain. They're 3 form and most threatening bowlers.
Yes, that's been refreshing to see. You know, you want the batters to come in and take on the bowlers. This is a format where you can't really sit back and then let good bowlers just bowl their 4 overs. I mean, no matter what, you need to sort of show that intent and take the bowlers on, which was really pleasing from India's batters' perspective. Yes, you know, when you probably look at the way they got out, probably you would have expected them to continue. But in a format like this, you want them to go hard. And, you know, even Rishabh Pant, you know, he hit a 6, he hit a 4, and then again he was looking to go reverse sweep. Yeah. And that's the beauty about modern day sport. I mean, you know, when you're sitting there, an old timer, you think, what is happening here? But then modern day sport, you need to expect that. And it was nice to see the next set of batters coming in and showing that intent and continuing as well.
Is it fair to say that when seeing it at this tournament, perhaps more than we have in previous men's T20 tournaments for India, that they are now playing just what the format demands?
Yes, I think so. And that's because one of the reasons being, you know, you have a batter at number 8. Jadeja is at number 8. That gives you a little more freedom for the batters to go there and then just show the intent that they've shown. And it's not about one batter going deep and getting to that 70 or 80. Yes, if it happens, it happens. But I don't think that's the template that India is sort of looking to play. Earlier on, when you had one less batter, that was the kind of template where one set batter bats through and the rest of them sort of go there and play around one batter. And there's an anchor, role for an anchor. Those things are gone now. You have a slightly longer batting lineup, which means that you can go there and then show that intent from right from ball one.
Yeah, there was a lot of six hitting towards the end. That partnership with Shivam Dubey and Hardik Pandya, Tamim, crucial at that moment. 53 of 34 at a stage where it could have gone either way in the final few. And Hardik Pandya with some handy runs towards the end. What did you make of Bangladesh's death bowling?
I think obviously it was not spot on, and that's one of the reasons why Hardik got that opportunity to score those many runs. And I thought Hardik has been playing unbelievable cricket, especially what happened in IPL. He was not at his best, and then representing India in the World Cup. He has always done well in the World Cup, and the way he's been batting, he's been bowling, I think he has been the best performer till now for India team. And then and my point of view is another thing is whenever the wicket is not suiting Mustafiz has been struggling. This is what we have been seeing. Yes, he bowled exceptionally well in New York. He bowled excellent in St. Vincent, where the wicket was suiting him. So today, wicket didn't support him that much. So this is where I think Mustafiz needs to work. And if he wants to take his game to the next level, he has to find other options, because players and the teams are very smart now. They exactly know what you're doing, what areas you're bowling. So this is something that he needs to be worried.
Hardik Pandya, though, this is now proper Hardik Pandya at the peak of his fitness and powers.
Oh yes, that's the role that you've seen Hardik play for India for a long time. You want him to come in at that 11th, 12th over and then finish the innings off, and that's exactly what he did. He came in, got his 50 in almost 200 strike rate, and that's what you expect from a premium all-rounder. And he's been bowling well. That's rubbed off. Last game he got some runs, so obviously that form has helped him get to this. And it's a good wicket. Let's not take too much sort of India. Yes, they have certainly got 196, but maybe they are 6 or 10 maybe slightly above par. It's not like they've taken the game away from Bangladesh. It's still a good wicket. So maybe Hardik's innings certainly was the key for India to get to that score.
Yeah, this is now just 2 better than South Africa's 194. And as we keep referring to that game, the last day game at Antigua, the US still made a decent effort of the chase. We're getting to 176. Now we have a lot more points to discuss, but we'll come back to that perhaps at the end of the game. Let's just get predictions as the chase is about to get underway. Anil Kumble, you see this as an easy win, or can Bangladesh make a case like the US and come close?
No, they can come close. Like I said, this is not a score which is sort of 20 above par. It's just slightly over the par score, I feel.
We always bring in Bumrah and everything
yes,
becomes...
I know. That's the biggest challenge, right? I mean, you can't expect Bumrah to run in and do what I know he does every time, but then you want others to come in and do their role as well. It's still a good surface. If Bangladesh can get off to a good start in the first 6 overs, then certainly game is on. Otherwise, I think India should win this game.
Interesting, Tamim, at the corner of my eye, I'm looking at pictures. Litom Das is opening.
Tamim.
Sorry, I couldn't get you. Could you start over? I think your volume was off. So yeah, Liton is opening. Give me your reaction, Tamim.
No, that's fine. I think it does make a little bit of sense, because India has 2 left-arm spinners. Probably they are thinking if Bangladesh goes to a good start in first six overs, not losing too many wickets, India's spinners has to come to play. And then if the 2 lefties are batting from Bangladesh, who are decent players against left-arm spinners, I think maybe they're taking that chance. Not a bad call, I'll say.
All right. On that note, let's pick up the chat at the end. Tamim, predictions? Come on. Tell me what your heart and mind both are saying.
If Bangladesh bats well in the first 6, doesn't lose too many wickets, and if they bat well in the middle, they have a chance.
All right. Anil Kumble?
No, I think India should get past this Bangladesh side, but it's going to be a close one.
All right, close games is Anil Kumble. Tamim Iqbal still harbors hope, and let's see where things stand at the end of this game in Antigua. Join us for post-match analysis with Anil Kumble and Tamim Iqbal on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPNcricinfo TimeOut, powered by Dish TV Watcher. Do download the mobile app if you haven't already. The fastest scores and so much more as the World Cup now is rapidly approaching the end of the Super 8s. We'll see you at the end of the Bangladeshi chase.
Introducing the epic new Swift. Time to go swifting.
वॉचो ऐप पे देखो एक OTT के दाम पे सारे OTT शान से।
Watch